just a quick look at the Dixie because this is really setting the precedence, risk appetite for currency, generally speaking. So I thought maybe that this was going to be a good resistance up here, the Dixie chart. So it's using that low to that swing high, and if you were to mark it lengthways, there was a little bit of a little bit of a move there, some support, a little bit of resistance. So I mean that's a little bit of a parallel there, support then resistance. Now it's potentially going to be a support again. That's what I was thinking, is that we're going to come back down and test it, and then we're going to rally. So I think this is potentially going to hold. So you do want to be careful. If this falls, it's going to be risk on, and if this goes up, we're going to be risk off. So I'm just going to show you some charts, and see the US 500 on the daily, we're coming up to a buy, because every time we went to the lower band, we rallied. Okay, so and I doubt very, very much that they're going to let this fall. We zoom in a little bit. We're having a little tiny little wick below, and so this would be a buy the dip opportunity round about here, to be honest. So I think this is going to be a risk reversal scenario. So do be careful. I just want to show you some charts. Euro USD, there's your stop losses, there's your SLCs. Got a little bit of a wick below the EU. GU, we've got this support. Okay, so this is why I exited. The bands are sort of tapering off a little bit. They're not really like in heavy descent. We're almost starting to go sideways. We could potentially get that SLC. It's 25 pips away, potential. That's that. So it's going to be quite a tricky day, really. We're very close to the SLC on this, 79.29 for AJ. I quite like these bands. These are quite cool. So what happens when something appears above, it's like a sell indication. And you try and tie it in with the trajectory of the band. So if it's in descent and we rally above, then it's a sell. And we go above, when we go up, sorry, then we'd buy when there's just like a cross below. So that would be quite a good sell signal. It's going to be tricky to say. This is a great proxy for risk appetite, and it does depend on the S&P. If the S&P does rally, which I think it should, I mean, really, it's a huge beast, isn't it? And even if we did dip, it would be a buy anyway, 4268. So yeah, it's tricky to say. I think we're going to see a risk reversal. I doubt very much they're going to allow this Chinese news to affect the big picture. And the US 500 is it's very strong technically. Zoom out. It's just ridiculous. Okay, admittedly these bands are narrowing, and that's what brought to everyone's attention when I made the video, and we had that nice sell-off, which was great. For us, it was a great predictive move. And I think we're going to have like a cross below. So just be careful. And even if it does fall, it's going to be by the dip opportunity. Okay. What else can I show you? Aussie. So you were sort of almost kind of going sideways. Looking, we're not really falling that heavily anymore. We've got a little wick below. So, and the one above, it's at 72.70. Is that right? 72.70. So we are 31 pips for getting a huge liquidity. So we might come up and get that, and then we could potentially even rally. It does depend on the S&P. So if you've got time to spare today, do keep an eye on this low for the day, and I think that could hold. And if it does, it's going to mean sort of negative for the dollar. Okay. So I'm not going to waffle anymore, but if you did want me to do any chart analysis, that's fine. I just showed you the bands and the support and resistance. If you wanted to see any pitchfork charts, that's fine as well. So we can go here and then maybe check here. See, for example, pound USD, you've got a bullish harmonic. So that's just about to break. So do let me know. 13698. So we're going to invalidate this sequence, and that was the sell signal. here, because that's the shift channel break, right? And that's made from knowing that angle, and it knew that was the low, and so that then the 4 became an important support, so we're breaking. All right, okay, so that's interesting. So just be careful, and this is going to struggle, I think, because the euro pound is going to hold this 85 level, 85.42. And okay, we've got this bearish harmonic, but if we change the time frame, you know, well, it's bearish from that as well, but bullish on the daily. So yeah, it's just a case of just being careful. I wrapped up pound USD, and I exited gold, but I've got AJ running still. And AJ on the daily, we can target 79.19, and below 79.19, we can target 77. If we do break 77, then we'll go to 72, and then we're going to be pretty, well, very risk off if we get there. So that's that. So I'm going to wrap up now. I guess the summary of the day really is just to be careful and to keep an eye on your lows, especially the S&P. And so that's that. So have a good day, and I'll speak to you guys soon. So we've got a bearish ABCD on the daily, so we've got to be careful. 4389 support on the daily pitchfork. I'll speak to you guys later.